Okie dokie then. I shall share the map. I do believe exploring this section of the castle.
We're on the first floor, and we just killed a guy, or rather, re-killed a guy.
That guy.
We unundeaded him. That's the one. And his
Okay.
sword appears to be all acidy.
Party sheet. What did I put in the party sheet? Let's have a look. So it's possible.
He had a locket, didn't he?
Well, you found the locket elsewhere, didn't you?
Yes. Yes.
It wasn't him actually. It was Lashkan.
Yes, it was the guy that was outside, wasn't it? We found his locket.
Yeah. So yeah, you defeated him. All good.
Well, I'll come out of the room. We appear to have found a dead end by the looks of things. Maybe this wasn't the best way for us to go. That made a funny noise.
King of a creaky door, I think.
Hmm.
There you go.
Am I in? Does this little round room go up anywhere?
No.
No. Okay, it's just a little round room.
Little
Ah.
round room. Doesn't even appear to have arrow slits, which is what it strikes me as what it should really do because it's sticking out from the wall to provide killing fire, isn't it? Down the
Hmm.
areas of fire, I should say.
If you look above you, you'll see little chutes coming into it, and then there'll be a drain in the floor. It's where all the poo goes.
No, because if it was the garderobe, it would go to outside.
Oh, I assumed it did, being as the sea's in that direction.
It may well
Oh,
do.
no.
It just doesn't show up on the.
It would seem that we found a dead end. That wasn't terribly interesting, was it?
Well, you found three. You found 3 rooms.
True. Well, I wonder where the rest of these folks in the poem are then.
Hello, everyone. Flow the bennies, please. What already? Okay, fair enough.
Where the circle is.
Hurrah! Have I said recently I really don't like this castle?
The second foe, Infernal Soul, waits high in tower cold. So
Right.
we need to find a nice high tower.
Yeah, which is to the north of here.
It is?
Yes, because where we are, this is all kind of fortifications, and
Well, very well.
I would take it this is symmetrical. You know, with the gate in the middle coming through into a courtyard. And all these are all guard rooms surrounding that fortification. I don't know if it's upstairs, though, because I haven't been upstairs.
Unlike theatres, castles aren't really boxes that architects get to put things on the outside of.
Yes, so anyway, where the circle is probably, or if you go through that way, it'll take you into the main body of the castle and probably the towers.
If I go that way, and what if anybody else goes that way? Perhaps you should lead on.
Is we'll wait and hear the wait. If you scream, then obviously you found something.
I see. Well, faint heart never won fair lady.
Is this room a dead end too?
Oldie bunk sits on against the west wall here next to a desk heaped with rotting scrolls. And a rusty iron-foot locker sits at the foot of the bed. Yeah. Bedroom.
I think that's the room I got the
It
clasp
was.
out of, wasn't it? The middle room.
It was.
Ah,
It
yes,
was.
I forgot. I do apologise.
It started putting him there. It's rather annoying, that is.
Tell me, Argenia, have you ever felt like a canary? Says Gastus as he walks on ahead.
Well,
Okie
we've heard you sing,
dokie.
Gastinius. We know it's not you.
Move you two back just to there.
So
You
yeah,
start-
the stairs. So the stairs up here, but I reckon the stairs just go up again to the fortifications above the gateway.
Yes, those stairs lead to the room with the winch that has opened the portcullises, which
Yes,
I opened.
Okay.
That was me.
So you're back in this room here. Tattered bits of ruined tapestry line the walls and hallways. Wispy filaments of rotting cloth that hang limp and forgotten. Ancient bones, some scattered skeletons lie on the floor amid bits of broken weaponry and armour. Only one skeleton seems to remain whole, slumped against the northeastern corner, clad in dust-baked full-plate armour. Okay.
This was the room where I ran through a not a wraith, but a spirity type thing on the way through, wasn't it? Volker was fighting.
Indeed.
Oh look, it's another one.
The hall fills with a cacophony of flashing weapons and battle cries, intermingled with the screams of the dead and dying. Individual words are impossible to discern, but as the sound reaches a crescendo of violence, smoky black shapes boil up at the bones, swirl into vortex of angry, shrieking spirits. Everybody in this room, you just accept everyone's movement. So many
Again?
people.
Didn't this happen last time we were here?
Everybody in this room, so that means that's Vorka and Gastus and Argenia and Leia
forget the...
and Thaddeus all get to make spirit checks or be stunned. Oh yeah. Yeah, annoyingly it resets. Okay, Thaddeus is stunned.
I'm not
Hey.
spending a penny on that.
Okie dokie. Okay, right, that's absolutely fine, not a problem. Right, everyone else can move on. Thaddeus can just lie in this room, unconscious on the floor in a stunned state. When it lets me accept the move. But there, just move him.
Are we free to move, or are we locked into terms?
Oh, you can move. I'll just accept the moves as you go. Okay. Looks like Volker's opened the doors.
Well, Gastus will catch Argenia as she is stunned and flips.
Oh, Argenia is stunned as
to the
well.
ground.
Oh dear. Okay. Argenia is stunned as well. Okie dokie.
But Gastus will catch her, and
That's fine.
then I'm going to unstun her.
Okay.
As a free action, I shall unstun her for a power point.
No problem. This is going to be okay, I think. Yep. Thaddeus recovers. He'll only be distracted. Okay, anyway. Numerous arrow slits. Yes, overlook the castle. We've been here before. You've had this description before. That's the route for there. Everyone wants to. Let me say yes and yes, and then I can just grab everyone because I'm feeling nice.
Because I was trying to catch up to him, but, you know, when you don't free up our moves. So
Well, that's because people keep triggering traps and stuff. So unfortunately, this place doesn't allow me to nicely. There we go. Let's put you all in the same room. Zoom in a bit. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, so it opens up into what appears to be. I'll just borrow Volker. A large corridor with arrow slits and doors, double doors on the north wall, and lots of doors on the other wall.
Internal arrow slits. How wonderful.
There's another courtyard out there, I think.
Ah.
Oh yeah, look, over the castle courtyard. Obviously somewhere else where you can put a bunch of people and then shoot them.
Must be an American castle, otherwise it'd be a court meter.
Ah!
No, it's an old English one.
Some people must hit walls there because I'm accepting their moves and they're not going anywhere. Clicking walls. Okay, so what are you going to do in this? Well, I say peeking through. You can see a courtyard there. You've got some doors on the north. You've got 1, 2 doors to the west, and a set of double doors to the east.
Well, Master Wildsoul, you seem to understand the architecture of this place. Which way should we go?
Looks like Volker's going this way.
What? I mean, what is it about me that makes you think that I understand creepy castles?
Well, you keep saying there'll be a tower over there, and we're heading in the direction of there. I'm just wondering if... Never mind, Walker's opened a door, and to be perfectly honest...
I mean, possibly, how can I possibly know anything about undead-filled castles' spookiness?
Empty shelves and dusty workbenches are all that remain in this room, and what the specialty this workshop may have supported is...
It's a skin condition.
Okay, Volker, as you basically as you open the doors and start to step into the room, so I'm just going to put you there. It's easy to accept your move. You realise as you step in, you can see that it appears that opening the doors has activated a system of trip lines and pulleys that seem to be pulling corks, stopping bottles lashed into the torch sconces next to the southern doors.
If you were to ask me, I'd suggest that's not a good thing, Master Volker.
Three entities apparently seem to pour out of the glasses. Apparently. Oh, yeah. Pour seems the right word there.
Must be spookticles as they've come out of glasses.
Glasses as in glass bottles, not glasses as in glasses.
But that doesn't make it funny, does it? I have to work with what I've got, okay?
Agreed. Anyway, I'm reading stuff, so I wasn't paying a bit of attention there. Okay. So releasing 3 undead spirits. Okay. Obviously.
Well, if it was glass bottles, they could be spicicles.
These are not the kind of spirits I enjoy.
Okay, as it stands, the cards have been dealt. As it's, oh, you probably can't see the buggers, can you? There we go. One shot for the bottles.
Are these things adjacent to their bottles?
They've sort of poured into the room and by the look of things. They're already moving across the room to attack Volker.
Right.
Anyway, I'm going to start initiative. I'm going to start. And this anyone was to adjust their cards. I shall begin now. Let's have a look what they do. Enough, I haven't actually done any work. Yeah, that's a terrible limitation in this castle. Okay. That's fairly pointless at this level. Okay, so it's just going to come over and basically sort of pours out the bottle and floats over to Vorka in an immaterial state. Your first strike, Vorka, I can't remember.
No.
It's okay then, it's your Ripper's character who does, I couldn't remember. As it pours across the room, it becomes a bit more solid. However, you are able to parry the shield, much to its annoyance. Okay, your turn.
No, you swing your weapon like this.
Oh! Sorry, you get to make a fear check as well. Sorry, but I'll let you do your attack rolls first. Sorry.
Do I also need to make a fear check?
On your turn you will, yes.
Okay. Vorka, don't forget you have a +1 to your fear check.
Well, 4 was successful anyway, so that's okay.
Yeah.
That's a hit. That's a wound. I've got a fair few bennies. I'm going to spend one. The long sword does seem to catch upon its slightly immaterial form, but it doesn't seem to do any severe damage. Maybe it's, you know, one of those things. Okay, Gastus, I need a fear check from you, and then you can continue your actions.
Well, I best put a penny on that then.
Well, you can roll on the fear table if you want.
I'd rather not. Yeah, that's better.
Okie dokie.
Right, so where are these bottles they've poured out of? Because I have a theory.
Well, probably on. Well, it did say. What did the description say? It said.
Probably one there. And one there.
Well, when I asked if they were
And one
next
in
to
the
bottles
corner.
they've come out of. Okay. So So Gastus will say, "Vorka, shield," and will jump, hoping that Vorka will raise his shield so that I can then use the shield as a springboard to get over here where I'll be next to 2 of the bottles, and then attack 2 of the bottles to try and smash them, because I have a feeling that will piss these things off in a way that will not be bad for Gastus.
In other words, you recognise the monsters.
Maybe. So may I smash 2 bottles, please?
Well, yes, if you are because you're a two weapon kid, aren't you? I know it's not.
I am. I'm ambidextrous
So
and
you can make
and two-fisted. Do I need to make attack rolls?
Oh yes, you do. Parry of 2.
Okay.
Because you're breaking things, your dice can't explode. So yeah. For damage purposes, I mean.
Yeah. So that's the first one. And that's the second one.
Really would be nice if they actually gave me any description whatsoever about the glasses, you know, the bottles.
It's not going to have a terribly high hardness for a glass bottle, is it? Even if it's a
Well,
ceramic one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've probably broken them, but you know, would be nice for it. Would be nice to actually have that information in the adventure or the encounter, wouldn't it? No, that's too easy.
It's
Well,
like
if they're just because they're glass, they could be tempered glass.
Yeah.
yeah. That's like you reading that Deadlands adventure. I'm thinking you're reading it, and I'm thinking, why is it not bullet points to make it easier for them?
Probably are tempered glass. I mean, they're spirited, so they may as well have a temp.
Yeah, but 16 points. I mean, 16 points of damage and 12 points of damage is still going to do it. Let's face
Spirited.
it.
I think they're furious. This lot.
Hey, well, you smashed 2 of the buckles.
I have.
Okay.
Quick, get them all. They're confused.
You would know all about spirits getting smashed, huh?
I will have you know, I very rarely get drunk.
He only knows about the spirits that get you smashed.
Thaddeus, you're up, sir.
Thaddeus. Thaddeus will move to there.
Makes a fear check.
It makes a fear check. Good enough.
Good enough.
Right. So for his action, he is going to throw a spear with enchanted with undead bane on it. And it is a free action. I'm going to cackle.
You can if you want. All that will do is inconvenience any of your party that gets distracted or vulnerable. It's up to you.
So what? You
Won't do
just don't
anything
like
to-
my abilities, do you?
No, you won't do anything
Why?
to the bad guys.
Why? They're distracted. They're vulnerable.
Exactly. And your cackling won't make any difference. Anyway, right, you're up. Believe me, they're lost. They're going to be distracted and vulnerable longer than you could keep up your cackling, unless you intend to keep your cackling up for 24 hours. Oh, look at that. Just far enough to make a fear check.
Running shouldn't affect that, should it?
Logic. Do you know, this is one of those things that they've never actually clarified, but no, I say no.
Okay. Let's see. I think it's about time for a power. I think I'm going to I need to target that one separately, don't I? Which one is that? Oh, it's number 1. Right, okay.
Wondering if I've been doing running wrong all these years.
No, not target Majenko. Ah. Let's
Yeah,
try that
I
again.
haven't. Yeah, running is a -2 penalty to all other actions that turn. Therefore, soak rolls aren't actions, are they?
No,
Technically.
soak rolls aren't, and fear checks aren't. They're reactions, effectively.
Exactly. Which is how I've always interpreted it, but I wanted to see the exact wording.
Okay, I've targeted it now. That was more awkward than it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Can I Benny that damage roll, please?
Yes, of course you can. What do you think we're playing? Savage Worlds Deluxe? Where you needed the no mercy edge?
Shadows whip up from around the room and fly at that nasty thing. Don't know what to call it.
Doesn't seem to be affected by your shadow bolt, I'm afraid to say.
It's a polong.
Really?
I mean, I soaked, is what I'm trying to say.
It's a polearm?
Oh, okay. Okay,
Doesn't
then that's
look
fine.
like a
If it's
polearm.
soaked, that's different.
Polong.
Yeah, exactly.
Polong.
From a narrative perspective, it didn't appear to be affected, but obviously that, from a game perspective, you heard
That's
it
fine.
and I soaked it. Okay, I'm going to float out of here to here. Attack the very annoying cackling thing. Missing. Oh, Majenko, sorry. Polong number 2 is going to attack Gastus and miss.
And Gastus shall attack Polong number 2 with his counterattack.
My supper. I shall flow the minis.
I think I should give that another go, to be honest.
I don't think you did enough damage there.
I think I did.
No, I don't think you did.
No?
No. Sassafras gets to make a fear check.
/roll fear, right?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Very nice.
And I go, what the hell?
Oops, I just gave him bennies. What are you on about?
And I toss a green lightning bolt at him.
Oh, for crying out loud. They all turn up at once, eh? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Pennies for everyone.
Okay, well,
Apparently I'm a mean old GM, apparently. Anyway. Okay. You hit with a raise, roll that damage.
Hey guys, less of the mean.
Oh, that...
not with the raise.
You shook it.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
Okie
And
dokie.
Rudy's gonna fly over here to it. Now let's see what can we. He's gonna bite it.
Go for it. No reason not to. Hit with a race! Go for 2. Oh, look at that!
Rudy goes, don't taste like chicken, and flies away.
Rudy actually bites a chunk of the undead out of it and then flies off. Actually, hang on, that's a point. Oh, no, it's fine. Rudy didn't get blessed, so that's okay. Okie dokies. Let's see what happens on the second round of the combat. And the cards get dealt. Thaddeus goes first, by the look of things. Let's spend a penny and move up the combat bracket.
Okay, right. I think what I'll do is. Yeah, he'll get flashed. Oh, why am I encumbered now? Spooky, but I missed it anyway. Let's start spending pennies. Let's start spending pennies. Well, that was nearly an 8, did you see that?
That's a hit.
I mean, I might as well spend pennies since the audience gave them. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't agree more. Oh well.
Yeah, so stick the spear in and swing it about. It's stud, not shaking.
Indeed. And with that, the third of the undead is destroyed. Leaving you in a room with three more doors. And a flight of stairs.
Which way did this flight of stairs go?
Up. Think.
Are you sure?
I think it does. Yeah, leads up to the area. The stairs lead up.
Well, Gastus will just open the 2 doors that he's next to.
Hey, right. This one. Racks along the walls here once contained hundreds of bottles of wine, but today only a few bottles remain intact. Most lie shattered shards upon the glass floor. So the question I'm going to ask is, having opened up the wine cellar, are you actually going to open the door to the south, or are you just going to go and explore the wine cellar?
No, I was opening the one to the south first, but then I am going to go and explore the wine cellar.
Okay. I shall pop you in the wine cellar.
I'll see if there is anything left and if it's not turned to vinegar.
At a first glance, you reckon about 16 or so bottles of wine appear to have survived.
Any of them a good vintage?
You'll have to spend a bit of time examining the bottles and checking, won't you?
I will spend a little bit of time examining the bottles and checking for a good vintage.
Indeed. Meantime, I'll let everyone else move around. What's everyone else doing while Gastus is checking?
It's like they're boring, and we obviously need to go up. Here's stairs. These stairs go up.
They do? I think you missed the beta. Hang on. Let's oh, snap to grid's not there. That kick it? Was the activator not working today?
Oh yeah, I did.
You want to climb the stairs? You can.
I did. And now
Indeed. No, you
And
get us.
Rudy will go fly. And can I bring Rudy flying right up behind me because let me get up. Didn't trigger the
Okay.
thing.
Looks like Volker's going up the stairs as well. Okie
Well,
dokie.
we've lost Thaddeus in the wine cellar. No telling how long he's.
So if
or
that
not
triggered for
Thaddeus,
you, Volker.
Tesco.
I got a big console that I'm still reading.
So just console
that's
skip.
definitely. It's portals going bananas. That's what it is.
I know, but they haven't updated it in God knows how long. I'm not getting the error, so it's obviously a player bug, which is annoying for you, but not me. Ha! Okay. As far as you can guess, examining the bottles, Gastus, about a dozen bottles appear to have spoiled, but there appears to be 4 good bottles left.
I will grab the 4 good bottles then.
The remaining 4 bottles of wine have been alchemically treated to keep the wine within at its peak age.
Ooh.
I shall add them to the party sheet.
Praise to
That's gonna be
Kylian.
some really expensive wine.
Mmm.
They're up there in the party sheet.
Not for long, they're not.
You reckon? I mean, there's obviously still a dozen of sort of basically spoiled bottles of wine, which you reckon that you could probably. I think still. You think even in their spoiled state and completely undrinkable, they're probably still worth 100 gold. Oh no, empty bottles are worth 100 gold. Sorry, yeah, the spoiled ones are worthless. So if you think an empty bottle of that, one of those 4 empty bottlers, you reckon it's worth 100 gold empty. So. You haven't really worked out what they're worth in their sealed state yet.
Well, praise to Kylian. And then I shall wander back out again.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to have 2 maps on the go.
And actually, I will then, since I've got all the way over here, I'll open this door and have a look.
Castle, first floor. Yeah, map. Oh, that's fine. Yep. A room with no description.
Maybe there's nothing in it then.
Okay, for those that went upstairs, this twisting hallway runs between several stairwells through the heart of the keep. Numerous doors open from sides of this hall, while divans and furnishings that once lined the halls have collapsed into splinters, joined by the tattered remnants of what were once paintings and portraits on the wall. Among them can be seen the shattered remains of bones, and miasma of smoke hovers in the air, and fills the hall with the stink of burning.
Well, that's move up this way. Are these doors open? Yeah, it is now.
Okie dokie. Volker, you can see. Volker, you can basically. I need everyone upstairs to make a. Well, who's upstairs? Sassafras and Volker. Basically, you both get to make notice checks. Volker, yours is. You can see it running towards you. Sassafras, you hear it. Basically, there appears to be a burning horse running toward. Anyway, back to downstairs. We're into 6 seconds. So, Leia, what are you doing in the next 6 seconds?
I'm really sorry, Vorka and Sassras, but that is a real shock for you guys.
Oh, you evil git.
Hey.
But hey, we all get an adventure card.
Hmm.
Oh, for crying out loud! No, you don't.
Oh, seriously?
Obviously, you can't. I can't deal cards between session. A bit. You know what I mean? I have to deal cards at the beginning of a session, so I can reset all your cards and you can lose them all, or you'll have to wait
Why
for
can't
next
you
time for
drag
another
them
card.
to the pack?
Yeah.
But
It works in every other game.
deck config may have been changed. Reshuffle the deck.
You'll just have to give us an
Is that
extra one
what
at the start of the
happens
next
when you
session
deal
again.
the
Then
card?
Are we now? Are because we're already allowed to play 2 cards a session? Does that mean I can play 3?
I tell you what. Why don't I just let you all play an? Yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on. I might be able to cheat. Hang on. Hang on. I might be able to cheat if I go modules and I go adventure deck, and then I go like that. No, it still doesn't work. That gets me a console error.
Right, so you're saying you can't deal a card?
Oh, I
Well,
really
yeah.
would. No, don't even go there, mate. Do not even go there.
Why?
Because it's a custom deck I've built, so God knows what's going on there. You're not. This isn't necessarily a bug.
All right, okay, sorry. just doing my job.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth going into. Basically, yeah, it's basically I think because I dealt the card. It's been there since. This has been an issue since the year dot. Thinking about it, and I always forget about it. If you basically adventure cards don't like being held between sessions. I found historically, and I always forget.
Well, if this is going to happen every time, it's probably a good idea to remove those cards from the deck because they're duds. We can't use them. As
No,
they're
it's
supposed
not.
to be,
It's
and
not the
therefore
state of
they-
duds. It's just the deck has the Fantasy Grounds has lost track of what cards have been dealt and what cards are left. So until I reshuffle the deck, I can't deal cards.
Right.
Any card.
Yeah.
Is this for everybody that
It
buys
happened
the
last
adventure
week,
deck?
and it happened this week.
Yeah, I remember it happening back in the day. So my answer is I'll turn off the adventure deck and I'll be happy. But anyway,
Wow,
you can't
really
have
aren't into
cards.
pleasing other people.
No, well, the other option is you lose all your cards. Is what I'm trying to say. I'll
Well,
reset.
never mind.
I'll reshuffle the deck.
Just
There.
let people. Just please.
I don't know that. Don't do that. This is the first time I've ever had a whole bunch of cards to choose from that I really like.
I rest my case. Okay.
I just had an image of Sassafras stamping her foot. I don't want to mess with that.
Okay, now anyway, you're down here exploring what you want to do. Technically, you don't know there's a fight happening upstairs because it hasn't started yet. Okay, you've opened the door. Okay, right. Well, then, but this could get interesting.
Well, I guess
okay.
dark bargain we can't use either because you have to immediately draw an adventure card, which we can't do.
Yeah. Imagine Volker played Dark
Yeah,
Bargain before.
about half the deck are now useless.
That's not quite that many.
Look, like I said, you wanted the poxy adventure cards that not meant to be in Savage Worlds. If you're complaining because they're broken, I can reshuffle the deck right now and the problem goes away. Don't bitch to me. You'll just bitch if I deal you new cards. So there we go. Anyway, innumerable bags of netting hangs on the walls of this dismal room, holding bottles, clay jars, dried plants, desiccated bits of animal, and similar things. Tattered, gauzy curtains have been strung throughout. It's my fault that it's broken, not yours. Tattered, gauzy curtains are strung throughout, creating a kind of diaphanous maze. The whole place is choked with a dank, smelling smoke issuing forth from a pitted iron brazier in the centre of the chamber. Okay. So, interesting. Oh god, I've got a wall of text to read now. Talk amongst yourselves.
You said something about you pictured Sassafras Lone Wolf, would I miss most of it? Probably because you're from the west of town.
Okay, so yeah, so you
No,
got
just
it.
you saying you don't want to lose your cards, and I thought, you know, that's a stamp on the foot. I don't want to deal with that.
All 3 foot of her with the flying green hair.
Yeah, I thought, no, let's not mess with that.
Okay, let's have a go with this then. So what I want to do with that is a bit of fun, shall we? Because why not?
Mhm. So anyway, just for those that are watching and listening,
Okay.
so Halloween's coming up. Horror Adventures Volume 1 is out.
Oh, the really old classic one, Tales of Horror.
Yes, and it's converted to 100% suede all the way through.
Ooh,
Good adventures in there.
there is. I've run most of them.
Yeah, it's 100% suede.
Okay, right. I've just put some nice walls in the way. You can walk through them, but there's to recreate the effect of curtains everywhere. Yeah. Somewhere from the back of the room, a young and timid voice calls, "Hello? Is anyone out there?" Thaddeus, what do you do?
Do what?
Well, you got 6 seconds. What are you doing in the next 6 seconds?
No, that's exactly what I'm doing. Do what?
Okey dokey.
Did you hear that? Where's it come from?
So that's a for us is surprised Gastus.
Risk of sounding cynical, anyone in a place like this that sounds that innocent is either a captive, something in disguise. And Gastus will stride down the corridor with Argenia flapping after him.
Okay. Oh, well, Genie will hit a wall, but yeah. Okie dokie. So, yeah, so let's say the whole place filled with tattered gauzy curtains, strung throughout, creating a kind of a sort of way shift you can slide your way through, obviously. Whole place is choked with dank smelling smoke issuing forth.
Can I see the possessor of the small innocent voice?
There appears to be a battered halfling woman dressed in rags.
I will just raise an eyebrow at her and say,
She seems to be halfway up the wall in some nets.
now, just exactly how did you get there?
It's about 6 seconds, isn't it?
Hmm.
At which point, it's changed to the nightmare. Which, of course, at this point, when combat starts, you will hear it upstairs. So it's up to you what you do after that.
Mhm.
You probably already heard that. You probably suddenly will hear the sound of a neighing horse upstairs. Rep attack. Combat would be athletics against Walker, which is going to be a fail. So let's re-roll that, shall we? Oh, for crying out loud, I'll spend one more penny on it just because I just want to. I give up. Okay, so Volker, you don't even need to worry about the breath attack. Second round of combat begins. Sounds there's a fight going on, by the way. Let's take Sassafras off hold. Let's take Volker off hold. A new round begins. Gastus going first.
Gastus will point at the halfling in the net and said, "Just hang on a moment. Sounds like my friends are in trouble," and then we'll run off.
Okay. I'm going to click flitting between the 2 floors sound effects.
We're so mean to you.
I've just pointed the middle of the square you want to get to, so hopefully that you will trigger that when you get through.
Hopefully.
Did it trigger it? Or did you
It
pass? Good, there you go. Now they make that was about 8, wasn't it, to get to there?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 3 more inches left.
I don't think tokens are locked on that.
Doesn't look like
Cool.
it. There you go. They are now.
Right.
Which you get to there. You can see. I think you could just about see the nightmare.
Do I need a fear check then?
No, believe it. No, that's why I got a bit confused. I'm so used to Deadlands and everything else. We have to make fear checks. It was a bit of a shock to make you have to make fear checks in Pathfinder.
Hylian's balls. Indoors?
Yeah, sorry, actually, wrong sound effects. Here we go.
Since Gastus can't reach it, he will chuck a dart at it.
Which hits. You shake it.
That'll do. Meanwhile, downstairs, Argenia
Oh, we're back downstairs again. Hang on then.
will fly further into the room and go and have a sniff at this halfling.
Mm-hmm.
And Argenia is starting to work out that the world is not a very straightforward place. So Argenia is going to use her innate detect arcana to see if this halfling has got any gribbly magic around about it.
Okay. Sure, I guess it. Minor or major?
It's minor.
Okay. No, nothing appears to be untoward in whatsoever, any way, shape, form about this halfling woman that seems to be trussed up in the nets.
Right. Okay. So, Benter's a 9-bob note then.
Okie dokie. Oh, we're back upstairs to Vorka. That's fairly uneventful attack, isn't it? Let's have to try and soak that, shall we? Hardly worth an adventure card, really. Right, I'm not sure what happened there, but oh, there it is. Right, back downstairs again. So yeah, well, that's the end of the combat, so that was pointless. The halfling goes, ah, dragon, it might be small, but it's still a dragon.
Okay. With us, it's a friend.
No, the line
Here,
of
let
sight
me
in that
help
room is
you.
weird.
Pardon?
The line of sight in that room is weird.
It's because I put
The curtains.
it's the curtains.
Ah, right.
Want to
put-
put her down.
Okie dokie.
Well, I can clap around and
Your vocals just cut up, Tev.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So basically, what now? What did she say? I've got some more text. I've got to read it here. So apparently, she as she cut it down, she thanks you and explains she was her name is Alime. She was snatched from the woods near her home by a horrific dragon, then carried halfway across the world to this nightmare castle, whereupon the dragon handed her over to a towering evil witch. The witch works in this room, she continues, but she's been gone for several hours. Alame says if you hurry, she can lead you upstairs to the tower that is the witch's home, and they're upstairs to the tower that the witch's home, and you can break the witch's crystal ball and weaken her, so she'll be easy to defeat.
Lead the way then.
I am just a second. Dear me. Okay.
Would I know if she's telling the truth or not?
She doesn't appear to be lying. But she just looks quite diminutive and scared, to be honest. Obviously, being a halfling, she is so lucky. Therefore, I have to give her a Benny, even though she's a wild card. Not a wild card, you know what I mean. An extra.
Even though she's not a wild card.
Is what I meant to say, yeah. There we go. Yeah. There she is. That share? There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure she's probably
Lead
got
the
all
way,
the
then.
weapons. I'm not sure she's got all the weapons and the gear at the moment. She goes just round. If we go round the corner up the stairs, we'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just send her up the stairs. Think. Right, and so let you follow. Yes. You should be able to say yes in a minute and get up the stairs, and then I can work out. Right, she gets to the top of the stairs and goes, and basically sees Gastus and Vorka that way, going, no, you're going the wrong way. You've got to help. If you want to defeat the evil witch, you've got to come this way. She says, and beckons you to follow her.
Who cuts you loose? Says Gastus.
She heads off this way, round the corner to see. Goes, another dragon.
Right, but Gastus, can't you kind of detect evil?
I was just whispering to the GM.
And
Like
Rudy
you
sees
decide
her,
whether
and
or not
Rudy looks kind of like a dragon, except for the funny wings, and he's going to go and perch on her shoulder and lick her ear.
Okay. I know the whole castle's evil, but I can't remember what happens when you use detecting castles. I just need to remember myself.
I am somehow expecting this to be bad for me, but we'll see.
Well, if you said if I ever tried to detect undead, I would go permanently blind. So.
Yeah. Okay. You basically Yeah, you basically attempt to use detect evil on the halfling, and unfortunately, for you, you become so overwhelmed by basically by the evil aura that's coming out the floor, the walls, and the ceiling of the castle. You get to make a spirit check.
Mhm.
Or be stunned.
Right. Important safety tip. Kaiden Kylian's a bastard. Thank you. He will say, rolling his eyes at the sky that isn't there because there's a big...
Oh! Genie also has the retroactively make a spirit check or got stunned by casting Detect Arcana.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes. So we can retroactively, you know what I mean? I'm just...
Yeah, she was stunned.
Yeah. So obviously, she doesn't. Yeah, that's why she didn't notice anything, because basically she was literally casting Detect Arcana and knocked her to the floor, stunned. She's obviously recovered from now. Okay. Anime goes, yeah, no, look, we just have to go this way through these double doors up ahead here. She says, it's just this way. You've got to be quick, because if the witch catches us doing what the witch catches us trying to betray her, she'll be at her full power.
Hang on, wait a minute. Right, so I don't understand this. So run this one by me again. So you get picked up, you get captured by a dragon. The dragon took you to the castle. The witch tied you to a wall. And then we've got to go upstairs and we've got to smash the witch's crystal sphere. Is that right?
Crystal ball.
Crystal ball. So how do you know the crystal ball's upstairs?
Well, that's where the dragon took me, and the tower at the top. Now, come on, help me open these doors. They're heavy, she says, try and push heavily.
So
on
the dragon
doors.
took you to the top, and you seen the crystal ball at the top, and then the witch carried you downstairs, tied you to the wall, and then went back upstairs again. Is that what happened?
With a loud thump, she pushes open the doors and steps into what appears to be a large chamber.
Just the details seem a bit sketchy to me. Just saying, people.
Are we going in a particular order, or are we moving freely?
It's up to you if you want to follow after the halfling.
Well, I like the others. I'm kind of suspicious of that halfling, and I don't really have any powers, but I have a couple of scrolls, and I want to pull one out and read it.
Thick wooden columns, their sides caked with dust, support the ceiling of this large hall. Between them, in the centre of the room, sits a large fire pit. Its ashes long cold, and many old stains mar the floor. Some surely as spilled food and ale, though several darker ones appear more grisly and orange. She goes, "We need to go through that door there. There's a set of stairs behind it," she says, walking forwards. At the western end of the hall, a wide dais rises where a lord's table could be set to oversee affairs in the hall. In the centre of the dais is a great chair carved of oak and studded with iron rivulets. Down one side to the left of it is a smaller, less elaborate chair of oak.
So this halfling is now leading the party very bravely into the unknown, having been captured by a dragon.
He says time is of the essence. If you don't smash the ball before the witch discovers she's missing, and the witch finds you, she will be nigh on impossible to defeat, is what she says.
Mistress Leia, perhaps you should give this brave little halfling the opportunity to take her revenge by smashing the glass herself.
That's an excellent idea, Gust.
She
Do
goes,
go ahead.
that would be marvelous. Oh. She grins evilly, going, I'd enjoy that. Yeah. She goes, at this point, she suddenly stops and shouts, Mithrodar, I present to you new souls for chaining.
Wonderful.
I need to go to the very bottom, and then if I just do that. Dealing cards. Thaddeus, you're up first. And when a creature appears, she goes "Ah!" and screams in shock, and as if to, and then thinks she's going to dive to one side. Yeah. There's the. She screams in shock when she sees that. She says, "Okie dokie." So I need to check if there's any fear checks required here, and then Thaddeus can get on. No. Okay. Thaddeus goes charging up and smacks into a door at high speed. Unless he opens it and wants to continue.
No, that's 8. Still can't see anybody.
Second, took the bunny there.
In fact, no. I mean, I can skim the corner, I suppose, but I don't really want to. I was right the first time. So, powers. Stun selective. Large burst template. Stun selective. Large burst template.
Would it help if you actually targeted who you were studying before you rolled, because then I'd know who you were targeting.
Sorry, I'm that busy testing stuff. So, in fact, let's see if the bug is fixed, eh? Okay, so that doesn't target him, does it? It does an attack roll, but it doesn't target him. Right, yes, I am doing selective, but the halfling's getting it as well.
Okay, hang on. You're stunning the halfling. That's not. This is. Okie dokie.
Because she's a bit suspicious, and then she made that announcement. I thought, stun. I never trusted her in the first. I was always suspicious of her for the get go. Regardless of what you said, I was going to be suspicious because it
It's
says
bigger, isn't it? Stun.
because Thaddeus is suspicious of everybody.
Okay, I just need to find Alan May. update. Oh, I forgot to give the make. I forgot to make those NPCs. I like that. Oh, that's mine. Effects. Okay, so I need to do. Oh, hang on. Is he under? Okay, so you only actually cast that on a 5, which is fine. So it's an unmodified vigor check anyway. So then the halfling gets to make a vigor check. Halfling gets to make a vigor check. That's bloody awful, isn't it? You have to use that lucky, Benny. Yep, she's not stunned. And that's that, and then Spectre number 4. Make a vigor check. He's not stunned. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so
What I'll do, boost tree and all.
she's just yeah. So yeah. Where's the bit of what happens when you basically do something? Claims, acting nervous, of course. Okay. So obviously you try to stun her. So at that point, Alame disappears, and someone basically, well, rather she returns to her true form, we should say. But, see if I can find the 4 of clubs and put it on the same card. She's on the same card, and then I can replace the heart. I can get rid of that. Hero targeting. I can delete Alame. Combat tracker. Place her with so the halfling stops a bit looking like a halfling and changes form, and she now looks, if the image opens, come on, open up image. You're not going to open up the image, that's quite a thing. Do it the new way, but nice to be able. Is well trough. Ooh. Yes, I do. Interesting. It's not opening the image, which means I've already got it open somewhere and I can't find it on the screen. How annoying is that? Okay. You might be able to see it, but I can't. Anyway, I'm done with her. Flare, great. Library, minimise that. That, you. That one, no. Oh, for some reason I've managed to make her a background image. How do I get rid of that? How do you stop someone being a background image?
I don't know. I've never made anything a background image.
No, I've never bloody tried it. But I don't know how to get her back. Maybe
if
I
you go
just,
into
maybe
go
it's a
into
decal.
assets,
Maybe I've
go
made her a
into-
decal by mistake. Maybe I've made her a decal by mistake.
But if there's a picture in the module, anywhere in the module, it'll be in the module's asset folder. So when you open it up, there's a button to share with players.
Well, yeah, I've shared it with you guys, but I can't work out how to get rid of it. She appears to be the wallpaper now. If you want to see what she looks like. I can't actually change the decal or anything about it. Don't let me change it, which is rather unusual. Use empty decal. I don't know what's happened. It's no, it hasn't. It is an image. Reset. Yeah, I could actually see it is somehow. I've somehow done this bloody awful full-size image thing. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Because I seen somebody doing this as well during the tutorial. I'll need to do a write-up on it, saying that you have to share all images as maps. You don't, not anymore. Changed that quite some time ago.
No, but I managed to somehow make this a full-size image. I can't get.
So when we're making modules, we tend not to make images as pop-outs anymore because it clutters the menu. You go into the asset folder and every image in the module will be there, and you can share them at will with players.
I'm very much aware of that. Build all
Yeah,
of
I'm
these
just
before that functionality was there.
I'm not talking to you.
I don't
I'm
care
talking
right
to
now.
everybody. I'm entertaining people in the background while you're doing stuff.
Right.
I'm watching, going, what's happening?
There's no one watching. There we go. Share record. What had I done? I must have gone. I don't know. I must have somehow clicked the. Anyway, that's what she looks like now. Okay, so apparently, at which point she's obviously tried to stutter. She's already smiling. She starts laughing and cackling and going, "Well done. You are smarter than you look. I think you and I can work together to defeat this castle. What do you say? But you'll still have to finish, unfortunately, with this individual. He's not very nice. I'm sorry that I decided to use him as another test, but I'm sure you'll survive. Later, you're up."
Okay. Reaction. I'm going to make my fighting better with
I've got sound effects for that. Hang on.
3 of blows. Boost my own trait.
I can still feel a presence in the
Oh no, that's something else. Interesting. Ah, there we are.
Oh, tall folk, please help me out of this net, please.
Oh, that was the halfling, obviously. Hey,
Well done. Very perceptive, darling. A little caution can take one a long way. Now then, would you like to help me with a little side project?
there you go. That's their version of it. Anyway.
Okay.
Lots of
then-
information that I can help you defeat the evils in this castle. But we'll have to deal with these bad guys first. Anyway, over to you now.
I want to target that jar, please.
I don't think she's really holding a jar, if I'm honest.
Okay. Fine, then I'll tear her throat out.
But you're going to kill the non-red person on the combat dragon.
I don't think Leia likes betrayal.
Okay. It's fine. If you want to kill her, by
Didn't
all means.
she- Didn't she just call everybody else in the room and say, "Hey, look, here's some souls to eat"?
Yeah, and then she has just apologised for that. But by all means,
She did? I missed that bit.
she said, Well, she said, "Sorry, it was a test. Obviously, I was testing your intelligence and your combat capabilities at the same time. You passed the test of smarts. Now we just have to see if you could survive this castle and be worthy allies. But you can still. There's nothing to stop. I'm not saying you can't kill her. She's. I mean.
I think I'll tear her throat out and then move on to Mithradar.
Admittedly, it's the one person that will help them and tell them how to actually survive the castle. But you get her. Deadlands nice last day on the Deadlands Night Train Pledge Manager. My word, that's a long time ago. I'm going to find out what happens if you attack her.
Environment resistance -4. Are my claws going to get through that? With all their specials.
Hang on a second.
That probably means she's resistant to one of the things that your claws do, but you don't know which one.
Yeah, basically. She has resistance to something your claws do.
Okay, fine. Well, still got a wound through.
And you hit her with a brace. You can make her distracted or vulnerable.
I'll make her distracted. She's alive.
Okay, alright, fine. So that's a hit with a raise. She's technically spent one of her bennies to avoid being stunned. So I should spend another one of her bennies now. Dodge back. Very theory. I don't need to kill me. Okay, so what are you doing? You decided to rip that right down. Yeah. I wasn't sure if you were multi-actioning. I was just checking.
Sort of.
You did hit her, so you can still make her distracted or vulnerable.
I know. I said I wanted to make her distracted.
That's fine. I know I'm just reprocessing. I'm working through things at my own speed and rate. I know you said things before. I was ignoring them at the time because I was working my way through everything else. So I'm just playing catch up. You then play adrenaline surge, so you get a complete and immediate new turn. Off you go.
Yes.
Just remind me, you all get extra playing of a card next week when I shuffle.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to just spend those on 2 power points.
And also
2 power points for what I'm about to do.
Vorkus spent Dark Bargain, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Which I forgot to deal with earlier. Means Vorka permanently it's one less Benny due to it stacks with bad luck, doesn't it? So it's actually
it doesn't actually stack with bad luck because it gives you bad luck, but it probably should.
I think it should.
Yeah.
How are the other power casters doing for PowerPoints just now?
I'm good.
I'm good. I've been kind of hanging back and letting you guys do all the hard work.
Okay, Vorka now has Dark Bargain like everyone else in this party.
I will hold off on doing that just now then.
I don't have Dark Bargain yet. I'm a gnome. We don't go there.
I know, I'm saying everyone else does. Who sold their souls? I think it's nice.
I never had a soul anyway. Well, I did.
I am bennying the shit out of that. That's better. Rolling the wrong dice for my fighting. I mean, not that it really matters with the... Or did I just roll wounding instead of...
You roll damage.
I rolled damage. It's not really it that's wrong. Could you ignore both of those and let me do it right? Because I meant to roll to hit, and I didn't. I rolled the damage. An idiot.
But you did hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
Well,
can
as
count
I
the damage.
spent a penny, as you can see, on the combat tracker, that I spent a penny when I failed, but I'd rolled the wrong dice. I'll use that to do that now. Turn that just hit into a hit with a raise, and do that on the other one.
You've
Better.
got D12
Now,
raise
I'll roll.
damage.
Those were both hit rolls.
No, they've got D10 raise damage.
Right, that's fine.
Yes.
That's fine. But you've already rolled 2 damages, so I'm just trying to work. So you don't have to re-roll damage.
Oh, right.
I just need to.
You just want me to roll the extra?
Yes.
Oh, so what is it? An extra D10 for each of them? Is that it?
No, one hit. Well, you just hit with a raise, didn't you? You re-rolled
Both
to
of them,
get
yeah.
it. No. You hit, and then you decided because you spent a penny, you'll re-roll that hit. So you've done 1 hit with a raise, as far as I can tell so far.
But what's wrong with the other hit that I did after that as well, being as I did 2 actions, took the multi-action penalty, and hit 2 separate targets?
Well, no, you got me very confused.
Did
so hang
spend
on.
the penny.
Hang on, no, shh. Right.
Yep.
Shush.
Shush.
Shush. Right. You rolled fighting. And then you spent a penny to You rolled... Hang on, I'm very confused here. No, you rolled fighting. Okay. And got a 4. So then you spent a penny, and then you rolled damage, which is fine. Then you rolled damage, which is fine. You then rolled fighting and got a hit. But you're still who are you targeting? The red guy or the yellow woman? Because that's why I'm getting confused right now.
1 on each.
1 on each. So okay, you got a hit with
And
a
if I've
raise.
rolled
You've
what-
got a hit with a raise on yellow. And you got a hit with a raise. Okay, that's fine. I had to work my way through what you'd rolled, which is absolutely fine.
That's fine.
So
So
then,
2 D10s individually? Is that what you need?
yeah, just drag your damage. If you literally just drag the raise damage dice up and drop it, that should roll you. I'm just curious if it
Don't
actually.
need to do that.
I'm just curious if it actually rolls a D. Only because I wanted to find out if it rolled a D6 or a D10. It was a test. So if you're doing D10 damage, you can. Well, it's up to you. You can either take the 14 or you can roll the D10. I'll be nice.
It's only fair.
Okay.
So that's for 1 person,
Mm-hmm.
and that's for the second one. So +9 to the first damage roll, plus to the second one.
27 then. Sorry, yeah, 27. And. Well, 27 and 27, it would appear. Okie dokie. So, if I attempt to soak that. Whoops. He successfully soaks 1 wound. Which means there are 3 wounds unsoaked. There we go. Okay, so 3 wounds unsoaked results in 1 wound shaken to him.
He is unstoppable.
And I will hiss into her face as I hopefully take out her throat. I pass the fighting test then.
She's dead. Well, a lot of useful information she has. Anyway, okay. What's the Jacob up
The
to?
one who's remaining is vulnerable. Jenko is flying upwards, out of reach.
Okay, I better give you. What's this? Does it tell us how big the horde is? Well, they just killed the one person who can tell them all about how to to defeat the castle. She might not be helpful in the fact that she doesn't actually like the players, but they killed her anyway. Okay.
I am going to move there.
It doesn't say how big it is, so let's just put Majenko up to rafters. And then you can end your turn and Majenko's turn. Okay, I think he's unshaking. So, once per day, limited action can take action. Okay, so let's check. That's 4 change spirits. So as single action, he basically flails you with 4 chains. Flails you 4 times with his chain.
Ouch.
Yeah, and do you want to? It's a limited action, so you can only do that once. But those 4 attacks counts as a single action. So if he multi-actions,
so he's got tentacles then.
For all intents and purposes, he's got tentacles. Okay. Which one? I take it you want to change the hit from a race to a critical failure, do you?
But that was a single action, wasn't it?
It says any attack. They're 4 separate attacks. It's a single action, but they're 4 attacks. It says any attack, not attacks in plural, so you can negate one of those 4 hits.
Yeah, right. A hit with a...
I know what you're saying. But it doesn't. Can take a number of actions. No, a number of actions. Each attack is counted. Each attack. Each one of those is a separate action as far as concerned. But as a limited action, all those 4 actions count as 1 action apparently. Weirdy, I'm not how it says it, but it says can take a number of actions equal to what I'm not telling you.
Right.
These collectively count as one of its possible 3 actions in a turn. So basically, it takes 4 actions as a single action. So you can. That's the problem. So you can negate one of the attacks, but the other 3 still apply. So that's 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits.
I remember years ago when they first wrote that rule, I said that tentacle attacks should be Cthulhu Krakens. Because otherwise you end up talking about actions per action, and that's like, what?
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
Is that your pre-soak?
So now 1 tentacle action gives you 3 Cthulhu Krakens.
I'm assuming I'll get a re-soak for each of them.
Each one's a separate attack.
Right. Second one.
That does seem fair. If the description is a free soak, then it depends on the wording of the effect. But yes, I don't disagree. What's granting you that?
Find it.
Shadow Dancer.
Shadow Dancer. 2 or 3. Gets 1 free soak attempt at -2 whenever she's wounded in a dim or dark illumination. It doesn't count as dim or dark illumination, this room. So you don't get the free soak.
Fine, then there's the Benny for the one that succeeded.
Yeah. No, I'm just say, and also it's a free soak at -2. Well, hang on. Hold up. Let me be fair here. Kicked and caked with dust.
Well, Leah gets a free soak if it's dim lighting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
-2.
Abuse that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a problem with you abusing it. I'll be honest. The dungeon does. Yeah, the dungeon is all. It does describe when the room's dim or dark. So, okay. So you soak the first one. You've got 2 left.
I'm just thinking I've got potential to make everything dim and dark.
Yeah, exactly. And then Leia gets 3 soaks, and that I don't have a problem with because at the same time, Dastas will have targeting issues, but it balances out. You're still taking 1 wound and 3 wounds.
He is only human.
You've got 3 wounds from this last hit, I'm afraid. And then we'll worry about the critical. And then we'll. I will then say, because you did the critical fail on him, what will happen is that chain that missed, obviously, will basically get. Will actually miss you, get wrapped around this column here, because it's a reach of 3, the bloody. It's a reach of 3, the chain. So one of them gets wrapped around the column. So he will be. You've already made him vulnerable. He's now distracted as well because of the card that was played. Are you taking those 2 wounds from the last chain, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take those last 2.
Okie dokie. Now, obviously, someone can do something to make it dim, and then, of course,
I was going to say, yeah, before you take the 2 wounds, would you like a card?
What have you got?
I reckon you could parry and backflip.
Awesome.
If you've got a card to negate those 2 wounds, play it, by all means.
There you go.
It
doesn't hit me.
She's going to grab the chain and pull it. Dancing, she flicks it over and he strangles himself with his own chain.
Okay, that's fine. No, hang on.
Or if you wouldn't allow it to hit him, it'll hit a spectre.
Treated as it counts as a magical weapon, so I do believe it can hurt incorporeal foes. Therefore, how much damage?
Is that Thaddeus who gave me that? Yes, it was. Here you go. Have that instead.
Then I have to check this and see what's going on. Invulnerability from non-magical attacks. However, that's not invulnerable to that. So yeah, okay. There we go. One of the spectres is killed.
If you could take the wounds off me, I'd be grateful.
Yeah, well, that seems a perfectly reasonable request, doesn't it? So let's say no.
Thank you.
Because I'm feeling very sulky and unable. Unable? Anyway, Spectre, I'm going to... What's the flight of a Spectre? Ace 12. Okay. Ace 10. Okay, that's fine. Inspector flies up towards the Majenko, desperately hiding in the ceiling. Ouch. Okay. I'm afraid first things first, Majenko has to make a bigger check at -2 for the level drain. Energy drain, not. Oh, maybe AD&D muscle memory there. Okay, so Majenko doesn't suffer energy. Because anyone managed to... Yeah, actually, it doesn't do any damage. It is just energy drain. Fine. Spectre flies out and attempts to energy drain Thaddeus. Missing. spectre flies through, literally flies through the wall and just reaches towards you. Yes. Oh, not a raise, so you just have to make a vigor check. As basically you desperately parry with your weapons, and the arm passes through them as if they're not there, and barely touches you as you basically turn aside at that last second. You can feel the almost, you can feel the wrongness of the entity as it basically nearly saps away your very life energy. And
Excuse me.
And say for layer, you not a hit with a raise, so you just get to make a vigor check as a spectre tries to take away your life energy, drain it away to nothingness, and you're fine. Vorka, you're up, sir.
Okay, Vorka is going to have to run.
That's where you want you just want some ability to smash through walls.
Yeah, I really do.
Playing a lot of XCOM 2, there's an ability in that for them to literally run through walls. Really fun.
And I will smack this. Oops, nope. Hit the right button here.
It will say you're invulnerable. I know you've all got magical weapons, so don't worry about it. Unless you miss, of course.
I had no gang up bonus there. There should have been a gang up on that.
We hadn't targeted it by the look of things. Because it didn't actually show you a hit or miss. No. I'll work out which. It's number 4, isn't it?
Select you.
Yeah.
Target you. There we go.
The 1, even with gang up, would have missed.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna do that.
That hits.
Yeah, and then some.
Ooh, no vulnerability. No more spectre.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, there was a horsey over there, and the horsey shouldn't have been here, and now there's these specters over here, and they shouldn't be here, and just, I'm tired of it. Everybody just go away.
To be honest, Master Vorka, this entire castle shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I'm with Vorka. He's not bad for a goblin.
Ooh, puppy. That looks like a good hit with some green lightning.
No.
No invulnerability. Wounds it, I should say. Doesn't kill it. Doesn't incapacitate it. He wounded it.
And then because he's shaken, I'm gonna move up because I know that Leah is in there by herself. And I'm
I do hate that whole bloody. If you draw double doors, there's an impenetrable bit of wall between the 2 doors.
And Rudy's gonna follow me, and he's already learned his lesson about biting these kinds of things. They taste off. Oh, he can't get up far enough to go after his phone because he's told somebody bothering him.
Okay.
Right, so in the interest of fairness, I will recast Dimensional Blade and reactivate my martial flexibility. So if you could change them all back to 5, I will restart them now in this combat as free actions. And then I will come in here to assist Leia. Let me just spend a vast number of power points. And we shall attack this chain-wielding lunatic.
Yes. Let the pennies flow. I'm not home from work yet. Okie dokie.
I'm guessing I'm not going to detect evil, but I'm pretty certain this thing is evil, so I'm going to use a smite evil and have a re-roll on that, please.
Just going to see if that's a bad idea.
I've already used it in the castle.
Yeah, I know, but I forgot about Detect Arcana causing brain
Right,
hemorrhages.
okay.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's nothing. There doesn't appear to be any nastiness for using Smite Evil.
Okay. I'll have that one with the raise and one without then. So, do you need to remove the previous ones so that I can roll the right ones?
Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, because you only get to re-roll the miss, so you technically shouldn't have rolled them both twice. But it doesn't matter. So obviously, you still get... Just checking, Smite Evil lets you re-roll any misses. Therefore,
yes, sorry, I could have just re-rolled the missed one, you're right, but yeah.
It's okay.
Alright, so 1 damage roll. And then 2nd damage roll. And then I will attack him with my Mangosh as well. So we'll smite evil with that as well, because once it's on him, I can get it for the rest of the encounter. And then I'll Benny it. None of which helped. Oh, was that a hit? That was a hit. Okay, so I will then get a damage roll.
Oh, did you take Frenzy as your martial flexibility?
Yes.
Sorry, that's it. I just couldn't work out where the hell you were hitting it 3 times with no multi-action penalty.
Yeah.
I was just trying to work it out in my head, going, hang on.
So that's 3 separate hits, which means I can, because Unstoppable is only 1 wound per attack, so that's 3 separate chances to actually cause a wound.
Yep. Distract doesn't affect soaking. So he soaks that one. Doesn't soak that one. Doesn't soak that one. Bloody hell, that is terrible. Okay, so 1 wound, and that down to 1 wound. There we go. 3 wounds total.
Mm-hmm. And Argenia. Is anybody injured? Nobody's injured. So Argenia is just going to stay out here where it's relatively safe.
This will get interesting. Okay. Okay. The grass is up first.
And she sees that thing bothering him, so she's gonna try her. She likes his bowls. Tossing lightning around is a ton of fun.
That's a hit with a race.
Jeez. Nope, I'm betting that.
See, why not? Sensible to me.
It's okay. That'll give Machenko a chance to get away.
Okay, hang on a second. Indeed. Okay.
And these places suck, and I'm gonna go and hide behind Sassafras.
Okie. Right behind Sassafras sounds like a very sensible place to hide. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Okay. Who's his card? I think I've put reach 3 on him. Hold on. True. What can he do? He didn't get much chance to do it, lot.
Was kind of the point.
Actually, technically, it's my mistake, and I'm not going to. I'm not. Ah. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's fine. Multi-action won't apply to that. That's 3, so he doesn't regenerate.
Yay!
Whoa. Interesting. So, send him up to the ceiling. Fine. Then can't get anyone outside this room, so I think go with Sassafras. So I'm not going to worry about multi-action. I know I said what got multi-action on. Yeah, he can't actually do much else, so I'm not going to worry too much. So I'm going to do 3 attacks at three like that. so Mrs. Leia, Mrs. Gastus, Mrs. Sassafras. Then one extra chain attack on you. Obviously, if the wild dice is the higher of the two, we'll ignore it because I can't take it. You know what I mean? So you're fine. I know it's I know it's, well, you know what I mean. That I'm ignoring the 10 because I've already used the 5. That's fine. Okay, so the chains whip out everywhere as he flies up towards the ceiling and yeah. So this one, no matter how far it moves along its turn, as long as it which doesn't get it out of the way, so I can't really use the fact that you can fly an infinite distance. Okay, Volker, you're up to.
Okay, Volker needs to step over here and smack number, who is that, number 3. So 1 inch over, do the smackies.
Oh no, it's a weakness, that's why. Oh, hang on. Well, that doesn't work either then. No matter how far it moves on its turn, it automatically returns to its starting place when its turn ends. So it ends up back on the floor, doesn't it? By that definition. So yeah. Yeah. Spectre 3 is here and has no invulnerability. And it dies. It is not just shaken.
And then Volker will dart in here under Majenko to try and give... of course. I hit the center of the door, didn't I?
You did hit the center of the door. It really winds me up. Why the center of a door blocks movement, I don't know. There, wasn't it?
Are both doors open?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, both doors were open, but for whatever reason,
yeah.
To there as far as going.
I think actually one of the doors was shut, believe it or not. I think that was the problem. But with everyone over it, I hadn't noticed.
Okay, so that should give fighting support to both of those good guys. There you go, Gastus. Finish him up. It up.
One endeavours to do one's best, Master Volker. That'll do. You know what? I'm going to hold off on my mango attack just for now. And then I shall step forward and wallop that with my mangosh.
Okay, you wound. Spectre, yes.
Right, with none of our side injured still, our genie will remain flitting around here a bit, sort of fly around a little bit.
And combat rounds is 1 minute, isn't it?
How many combat rounds is a minute? 10.
10, yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. 6-second rounds, therefore 10 would be 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brings us to Leia.
She's always just letting the dog out for a wee. Right. I am going to Kept myself a little, I think. That. And my usual pounce. This has gone sluggish. It goes better. Is it invulnerable to me with all of my bee claws stuff?
No, because your claws count as magical, don't they?
I do. Oh, I forgot to put the +2 damage for undead. Not that it seems to matter a great deal, so that's fine. In that case, I shall also... tap. And Majenka will just get out of the way.
Dragons are smarter than we are.
Indeed they are.
Feels very coordinated with all the purple blood around the room.
Righty-ho. I can only see the final spectre. So go there. Go there. I'm going to wild attack cast thrown weapon. You can do that, can't you?
No.
Yeah, but this is Pathfinder.
You can desperate attack one.
I think you can wild attack as well.
Hmm.
Oh no, but it doesn't let you because effects doesn't let it. Probably an issue.
Wild attack adds +2 to characters fighting or thrown attacks.
Oh,
Or throwing attacks, so the effect on the effect is wrong in Pathfinder, so there's a bug for you. And I think we won't bother targeting it either for a laugh. Yeah, let's not target it as well. We'll just make the 2-hit roll to see what happens.
As detailed under the entry on page 96, blah 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 blah. And it is not detailed under the entry on page 96. Oh dear. Bad.
Well, yeah, blah, blah, blah is not much of a detail, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not telling you what blah 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 actually is, but blah 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 most certainly isn't in there. Doesn't matter, but it's interesting because it's a throwaway line, and I nearly bugged up the whole adventure until I noticed the throwaway line. It's not in the monster description or anywhere. I need to add that to the description. That's a big omission.
Right, so we've not killed it. It's coming back then.
Yeah, I was waiting. Basically, I mean, yeah. So basically, I was waiting to see.
Would
What I've been looking
would
for is
something happen
any descriptions
10
or
rounds
anything.
after it's destroyed by any chance?
Yeah, potentially.
Just noting that you asked
Exactly.
how many rounds is a minute?
Yeah, exactly that point. But there's no description of what happens. And interesting enough, you see that red splat under Vorka?
Yeah.
That red splat would have told you how to stop it coming back.
I think I've got a reasonable idea because that rhyme talks about the chained one.
Indeed.
The chained
Oh,
one's
there you
hold
go.
that last grows old and ushers in salvation, and that comes after dealing with the 4 enthralled in Lost Scarwall. So
That's a bit of luck, isn't it?
undead to keep her chained. I have a funny feeling we might need to go and finish off 4 other minor bosses before we come back and get this one. But Gastus doesn't know that.
No. Well, when it comes back up, then it's a logical. I think it's reasonable to assume that.
Oh no, Gastus has worked it out. Look.
So actually, I am going to have it. So basically, I was going to say it dissipated. You already noticed that there already appears to be ghostly chains forming back in the spot it was in. But anyway, that's how we'll have it for now. So that's Thaddeus's action was to throw the spear. Means we're onto the spectre, which is no longer shaken. It's going to claw Vorka. No, apparently it's going to claw Leia instead, so I'll leave it on that. So Leia gets to make a bigger check. I said Vorka, but it obviously targeted Leia, so obviously the undead knows more than I. Oh. Leia is not energy drained, I should say. No, we're level draining. We're not playing D20 here. We played 5th edition, or what? I don't know what the equivalent of energy drain is.
It seems to be coming back, says Gastus, pointing at the chains.
Leia was pouncing at me now. Oh. Invulnerability shaken, which of course we know you can actually hurt it.
Keep forgetting a +2 damage. That's actually 17.
No invulnerability, no immunity. Okay, here we go. Life drain,
seems to
apparently.
be
No?
coming back together. Perhaps this is the chained one of the spirit's song. In the words of the immortal bard of Sandpoint upon Foxglove River, exit, not pursued by a wraith.
There's nothing to attack. It's incorporeal and dead.
He said it was coming back together, so I've hit it again.
You can't yet. You got to wait a minute,
Oh, okay.
and then you can kill then you can kill the unkillable creature that cannot be destroyed.
I was buying time. You don't have to get sarcastic. I've had enough.
No, it's all fairness. I did actually have it hidden, but it's meant to be hidden so you couldn't attack it. It's my mistake that it's visible. Yeah, Gastus is saying exit. What do you want to do?
Better part of valor. Better part of valor.
Very sensible. I'm just going to let you all leave because I can't be bothered around with that. Being ill gives me a short temper. Right, leaving the room and shutting the doors behind it.
I'm rather certain that Master Vorka's favourite poem of late might be what we need to work through in order to defeat that creature. There seem to be 4, and we believe we've defeated the first. This was perhaps not the second foe in the tower cold, rather the chained one. Since we're up here, shall we look for the tower?
It's got to be in the
May as
common,
well.
is it not?
Just as
Maybe
soon
not.
as I
Am I
can
just being
move.
silly?
Right.
You yet again believe you know where the tower is?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there aren't towers in the corners of castles. I don't know. I don't know.
They're wherever the builders put them.
Is there a reason I'm being held on the other side of the door?
Probably because somebody closed it before you moved.
I moved everyone to here.
But Leia's
I got
token probably
stuck.
didn't move. Got stuck on the door.
You're here. As far as I can tell, you're here.
Majenko's also stuck on the other side of the door.
Majenko's in the right place for me. Maybe it's just a visual glitch.
Maybe it is.
Okay.
Just move everyone over here,
The
see
hell?
what happens. Just moving everyone round the corner just to see what happens. Did that fix it for
Okay,
everyone?
fine.
Yes.
Well, I see them as to where you moved them, so I guess yes.
Right. I'll happily move you all back if you want, but it's up to you which way you want to head.
I believe I've just found some more stairs. Did these go up?
A C9. The stairs. Okay, there's 2 sets of stairs. Oh, that's stairs you went down to B18 where you came from. Those stairs lead up.
Well, these stairs
I've
lead
got
up.
an idea. So we just keep going upstairs, and if we're in the wrong tower, surely we can just fly from one tower to the next.
Well, some of us can.
Or at least gives us a it gives you at least it gives you a
I
point.
didn't mean to do that, sorry. There you go.
Wait, take a wee while, but it could ferry you back and forward.
Some of us are only human.
Oh, I am only human.
Now
If you
I'm gonna fight.
insist,
Now I'm
Master
gonna fight.
Wild Soul. If
Right,
you
there you are.
insist.
Perhaps if all 3 of our dragons work together, they could carry.
Okay, Gasters. This upper hallway is made even gloomier by the presence of thick sheets of cobwebs that hang up from above and drifts of dust and fragments of bone on the floor below. Portraits hang askew on the walls, but all of the subjects have been lost to a layer of mould and grime. Can I have a notice check, please? You notice that one of the ruined portraits is not, in fact, ruined at all. And the subject is singularly disturbing. For
Is it
as you stare upon it, you see that the actual portrait that is there is very detailed and shows you being beheaded.
Shows me being beheaded, does it?
Yes, by Kazavon.
Okay. Well, this place just gets more and more interesting, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
So is that you, or is that an uncanny likeness?
Well, that is a very good question.
Managed to. Oh, I moved it. That's fine. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to take that picture and either take it off the wall or flip it round if I can, and leave it on the wall, flip round.
When you blink again, it's reverted to what you believe is its true state, a mouldy sheet of ruined cabin, which can be discerned, but you can rotate it.
Oh, I'm just going to ignore it, go to a door and open it because I've had enough of this place.
Okay.
There are people on the other map that are moving, just so you are aware.
Yeah, this is the problem. I can't tell. So, yes, and yes. Sorry, guys.
We were all trying to, but you make.
I know, it's fine. Okay, you're all on the same map now. Okay, this room contains a. Hang on, let me accept all movements. Yeah, there we go. Move Majenko to there. Let's move Majenko to there. And Ruti is. Where's Ruti? Come on, Ruti. Ruti up. Let's bring Majenko through and let's bring our Genia over there, and then should just be there we go. Yeah, this room contains a wealth of ruined crates, rotten firewood, mouldy barrels, and other mundane supplies that are long past their prime.
I'll have a quick shifty through to see if there is anything of use.
I'm just moving all the NPCs so I get to my character.
Yeah, I'll put and I posted.
I bet you will move Vorkid as well. Oh look, there I am.
Yeah, I was trying to wait until everybody else moved so I could get to me. So.
I know. I was dragging through the piles to get to you.
Interesting. Interesting. I need to find another map, don't I? Oh, crying out loud. GM. Nope, book 4. I should be in book 5. GM. I think we're in Roofs and. No, we're not on Roofs and Cannons. We're on the Heights map.
The map we've got open is Scarwall Heights. Yes.
Yeah. No. I'm just reading. It's very interesting, this one, because the description is very interesting. So, you are in. Personally, I think it's meant. Oh, hang on. Snapping grid's on. Let's turn that off. Personally, the map doesn't show it. The map doesn't show it, but I get the impression that you notice there's a secret door on that wall there.
Oh. Does it open then when I spot it?
Well, I mean, you have to open it. It doesn't just pop open.
A successful notice check reveals a secret door in the west wall. However, you determine there's definitely a secret door there, but it doesn't open. You haven't discerned how to open it.
Well, let's knock on walls and things and see if I can work out how to open it. I'm guessing a thievery check will probably help with that.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. This stone door, in brackets, thievery check to open, is protected by a lock masked by Conceal Arcana. How the hell that's been... I mean, you just said a thievery check, which you've just done successfully, so you obviously discern that. But how are you supposed to discern that in, you know what I mean? If you were actually as characters role-playing through opening that door. I have no idea. But anyway, you managed to unlock the door.
Can you move me upstairs, please?
Sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, there we go. I do apologise. Sorry about that. Thank you for asking. So this secret chamber's walls are lined with lead, apparently. Within, so I do think it is meant to be this room, but they didn't actually put a secret door on it. But I think I will. I'm going to take the arbitrary decision here and now. This should be a secret door. Yeah. Like so. Why didn't that do the cutout? Undo. Let's try that again. Turn on the trim occluders and pull the secret door. Like so. And I can close it. Then you can open the secret door. There you go.
Right. Well, having opened it, I'll have a look inside.
Indeed.
And if there's no person in an infernal soul waiting in a tower cold to be killed, Gastus will stride back out the room and say, right, no infernal souls in towers cold in there. There is a secret door. There's probably treasure, but I'm looking for this infernal soul. And Gastus will then stride off and try and open the next
There's
door.
a roll top desk.
Okay. Somebody's hidden a bureau behind a secret door. I can't be bothered with it. I need to find this infernal soul.
I want to go check out the desk. There might be interesting things in there. You're so used to
Yeah,
that.
I think the sassafras should have a look at that because isn't that where you keep spell books and stuff?
Well, it might be. That's or wands or something I can use. So I'm trying to get over there.
Yep.
So, the secret. Now, where's the secret room?
Walker's sort of looking in there at the moment.
So I'm going to go in past portal. Well, come
Okay.
on, Portal. Can't you?
Within, apparently, yeah, within the roll top desk are numerous rare spell components just added to the party sheet. Leaning against the desk is a staff.
Oh no!
It resembles a mundane walking stick.
Well, first I'm going to pocket the spell things, the spell components, because I want to study them more when we're in a really decent place.
Okay.
Put them in one of my many pouches. And then I'm going to, what do I need to cast on the walking stick to see if it's magic?
Spell... Occult, isn't it, to identify magic items? Detect magic as an action, which doesn't require a dice roll, will determine whether it's magical or not.
Okay, well then, what do I got to do? Just roll my spell casting?
You just say, I'm going to detect magic. It's as simple as that.
Wulaking stick. I've never seen a wulaking stick before.
Well, clearly you've never been wulaking before.
What did you say, wulaking stick?
We don't say much about. We don't do a lot of wulaking in Whistlebone.
Oh yeah, right, thank you. I see what you're saying there. There we go. So it should actually say is magical walking stick.
So is it a waking stick?
Waking stick.
That's get up!
So can I tell from detect magic what kind of magic it is, or do I have to?
It's a cult, isn't it, to identify magic items?
Yes.
Appears to be a staff of charming.
Ooh, I like staffs. I'm gonna take. You don't mind, do you, Vorka? I don't take any of the heavy weapons and armor and stuff from you guys, so.
As I can tell, that's just we get out there. It's a balcony because look, you're looking over the rooftops.
That looks like a circular building over there. Would it be a tower by any chance?
The railings around the edge are razor sharp. Apparently.
Oh, important safety tip: don't stand on them then. Well, I found the tower, Master Thaddeus. Don't think we should go this way, though. This way, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary majesties, people short and tall.
Did you get an
Well, you
idea where
left
you're
this
supposed to
desk,
go?
and do you know what cool stuff you left behind? Wait, why don't you take time to, like, find stuff? That isn't got an alcoholic content.
Now, contrary to your belief, Sassafras, not everybody else thinks exactly the same way you do. Sometimes we want to go ahead or stay behind when you don't. It's the nature of people being different.
Ah,
Good day, gentlemen, says Gastus, and charges. Well, since I'm charging, I'd best spend a penny to draw a card, really, hadn't I? Yay! Right,
This sparsely furnished chamber. Oh, God. There you go. You can read it up. I'm just going to soak through it.
this sparsely furnished chamber appears to be a guard room with a single table, 2 chairs, and a tarnished brazier. Hanging above the table is a bronze gong and striker. And there appear to be 3 of these undead minatory things. So I shall activate martial flexibility and pick up frenzy. Leap onto the table in between these 2. And I shall wild attack.
That's the wrong encounter for this room.
Is it? They're not in
It
this room.
is. No.
Ah.
It's a bug, sorry. I can just work that out.
Do they just vanish mysteriously?
I think yeah, that's the okay, yes, I see what I've done. Sorry. That's fine. I did wonder why they didn't show up. Do apologize.
No, it appears that they're already dead. Marvellous.
A D12 guard room. Hang on, the bloody place now. Guard room. Because basically there's an encounter called guard room and there's an encounter called guard room. And it's loaded the guard room encounter,
Not the guard room encounter.
So what I had to do was call one guard space room and the other one guard room.
Without a space. Ah.
Without a space.
Okay, so what's in this guard room?
One less entity. I'll put you back by the door because I'm not sure where they're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. Let's add to tracker. There we go. Build them a card. Yeah, which is fine where they were.
Okay. I shall leap onto the table between them. And I will activate martial.
It doesn't make much difference. It's just
Yeah. I shall activate martial flexibility, so I have frenzy.
Apparently they've been told to stand in this room unless anyone enters, and apparently after a few hundred years of boredom they're itching for a fight.
Really? Well, let's give them one then, shall we?
They've been standing here for hundreds of years waiting for someone to walk in. I love it. Windows. I've got to take one off your attack. So, they're not wild cards, but things. My last couple. Cloaked.
Okay, then we'll poke the injured one again. And then I will use my last power point to remove my vulnerable status.
Easy. How do you do that?
Absolutely. Because you can do that with relief. You can remove the vulnerable status, and I can do that as a limited free action.
Which is fair enough.
And then it's Thaddeus. Your tower's through here, Master Wild Soul. Just something
What?
small and spiky in the way.
I was thinking, what prestige world class that she. I mean, well, that's Eldritch Knight, but I didn't think that was fun. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah,
that's
it's
how
ju- it's
Eldritch Knight
just-
works. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Paladin.
No, it's just a mystic power. There's a slightly difference.
Yeah, it's Paladin's Mystic Power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so for entertainment, let's do what I was going to do earlier on. Go there. Go there. This is how to play the game wrong 101. Now what we're going to do is we're going to throw the spear without targeting. Okay, so and that's a miss. See how that was clever, wasn't it? So what we'll do is we'll Benny that.
But it should be a hit because you threw it, didn't you?
It
Is
went
that-
against no.
But that's been how it's been for years.
Yeah, it went
Was-
against its parry, but it shouldn't have been against its parry because you're doing it as a ranged attack.
I know.
It doesn't
I
know that
know.
though.
No, and it never has. In all fairness,
Yeah.
so that's fine, because that's always been a known issue.
Right, but at least it's better. Or is that going to be a problem or not? Never mind. Anyway, we need to Benny it anyway.
Well, it's been doing that since Fantasy Grounds Classic, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Right, sorry, let's Benny it and do it properly. I don't know if it is undead, but
No, it's not. Undead.
right, so it's going to be just a hit with a raise. Shaken. And then I'm going to scamper over here. Ooh, Alan shook.
Okay, so as a limited free action. Innate. Okay, so as a limited free action, it's going to summon the devil. I'm just going to bonk Thaddeus. Taking Thaddeus. Oh. magic, isn't it? Oh, okay. Fastness. With a raise. Oh, let's make it 82.
It didn't get a raise.
Without a raise.
Ah.
But that's a wound because of the AP.
Well, that's not good. I will. I'll take that wound.
Okay.
That rather hurt.
And I can hear all this going on ahead of me, can't I?
And indeed, you
So I'm gonna
see
go
magic
over
missiles flying out the wound.
and peek in the door to say, "Hey, what's going on?" And oh, you look like you got a problem, Daddy or Gastinius. Want some help?
That's what he's up against. It is.
Why am I hitting with raises and then I roll the lousiest damage? I'm gonna Benny that. I was trying to pull the damage and I didn't, so let me fix this. I've got one damage. Roll with, yeah, I just need to roll the damage because that was. Oh, that's not good. And I step over to the side of the door so they can't shoot back at me. I still have one move left.
Yes, some help would be delightful. Maybe Master Forker or Mistress Leia would like to step in.
Well, I tried. And Rudy's just going to stay back here with the other dragons.
The problemo brings us to Leia. Going to basically make mincemeat of my barbed devils, because that's all she does. High level monk. You and Gastus, you Gastus and Vorka just pile for everything. It's a delight to watch. It makes the fights win.
Would you like to make life easy on yourself and remove the powers that I've got that are still left over from last round, which should have expired?
Unless you're going to cast one of them now, you can just have them put it back up to 5 rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, alright. You can put boost trait fighting back up to 5 rounds and remove the rest, okay?
Seems good to me. Although technically in this day and age, if the powers you're putting on yourself, you're supposed to be removing them. That's the whole point, so the GM doesn't have to.
Never happy, some people.
But I appreciate your honesty.
I should hope so too. Thank you.
For being honest.
It's forever for that to apply. There we are. It counts as undead, does it?
No, they're not. They're outsiders.
The first time I actually remember the bonus, it doesn't apply. Bloody typical.
It's typical, isn't it?
But, yeah.
You've only got this fight until the round's over. And you'll get new ones. My word, that's 2 wounds. I have 1 Benny left. I'm going to spend my final Benny. Yes. That possibly made my day.
And Majenko
Yep.
is going to. How far can he move his base movement to?
8, I believe,
8.
from
They
flight.
can fly 8.
5, 6, 7, 8, and heal Gaster.
It's very nice.
Why,
It's
thank you,
innate, isn't it?
Majenko.
Yeah, it's innate power is healing, isn't it? Very nice.
Yeah.
No longer shaken, no longer wounded. I think the shaken's still on, even though I thought it didn't take off.
Okay, Vorka is going to come in here and run under the table that Gastus is standing on.
Awesome.
Nice touch.
Thank you.
To hit with a raise. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Didn't do the race. Okay, I'll Benny it anyhow. I got lots of bennies. I need big numbers. I said big numbers. Good grief.
The raise that time. And that is a wound. You.
Yeah,
You got
we'll
6.
just go with the one.
You got 6 bennies, and you got 6 bennies, and this is
I
what's
do,
the
John,
what's the
and we are almost done, aren't we? So.
we are practically done, and you're re-rolling damage, so you can't crit fail and re-roll damage.
Oh, there we go. There we
That
go.
looks better.
So it's 4 wounds to that one and 4 wounds to that one. There we go.
Basically, I chopped their knees off. Thunk.
And when Vorka, when they fall to the ground, Gassus will jump down and open the door and gesture, say, "Your tower, Master Wild Soul."
Okay, and I got
Indeed,
a console.
decapitated them.
I got a console error there, so that's a good place to leave it because I need to fix that balcony. It's got a bug.
So we might sort of use adventure cards if we're going to take them away.
Yes, and you spend your bennies if you want to recharge, because that's where we'll leave it today. I need to fix quite a bit today. Lord's Causeway.
We haven't lost any allies.
Somebody
have
please
we?
play the card that gives extra power points. I gave it to Thaddeus.
Yeah, play 'em while you can. You're all getting an extra card next week, and from now on, I'm not resetting. From now on, I'm not resetting bennies. I'm not resetting bennies, and
If Thaddeus has got a play left, do you, Thaddeus?
I've got 3 plays left.
I
Could you
hate
play
to be.
the card that gives 2d6 power points to the power casters, please?
All characters with allied backgrounds gain 2d6 power points.
And also, everybody's got common bond at the moment, so can give bennies to each other for recovering power points. Not that that matters, because hey,
Right,
that's
so-
10, which is.
So, what did you say? You're not resetting bennies?
I'm not resetting bennies or cards until the beginning of every session. Now,
Yeah. He won't do it. Next week, he'll reset bennies and cards so that we
Right,
can then draw
okay.
cards again during the session, if
Yes.
need be.
And we'll get an extra one at the beginning.
Yeah. Also, I in my incredibly lurgified state, I gave up trying to type up about Untold Treasure adventure card. The
And
Untold
Vorka
Treasure.
did play that Dark Bargain card earlier, so...
Yes, I've sorted out your Dark Bargain card. I'll let you play the Untold Treasure, although technically you should have played that in the hidden room because you have to play it when treasure's discovered. But I will allow it. But basically, I've been trying to work this one out, and it's a good time to talk about it. We've got a few minutes to talk about it. Is because obviously, technically, that adventure card is from the Fantasy Companion.
Mhm.
Now, the Fantasy Companion, obviously, the way it generates magic items is very different to the way Pathfinder does it. And I put the card in to Pathfinder because, of course, it makes a lot of sense. However, I'm thinking you can't. I mean, within reason, because I know there's a ridiculous amount. When you name an item, you can't name a official Pathfinder named item, if that makes sense. You have to come up with your own interesting magic item names.
Okay.
It's what I'm. I mean, the perfect example was last week. It's like you knew exactly what you wanted to get, and because you know what it's called, you said, "I want this," and in Pathfinder, you all know what you're getting. Whereas I think when Leia got hers, did we have? I think you did something a bit different, didn't you, with yours? I think one of the items I gave you, because I think.
Yeah, when I played mine before, I just said I wanted a sword, and you gave me what I thought
Which I'm
was
fine
actually
with.
a pretty nice
Great.
sword.
Again, I'm absolutely fine with that as well. You could, if you want to make it generic, fine. But I'm sure there was because Leia, that was it. Leia, when she played the card, she asked for an amulet of the Undying, which of course I didn't have rules for, so I got to make one up. If that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is, have fun with that card. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
And you don't have to for that. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just trying to get it away from being a bit more predictable, as as opposed to say, I want the higher vector, or you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, but the Eye of Vecna would be nice to have. No,
I'll give you the head of
I need a ring.
I was writing it down the sheet of paper to say that you were going to say you can wish for the head of Vecna.
Do you want to come up with a name for the ring, or do you just want a magic ring, Walker? Because I'm happy with you just say I just want a magic ring, or I want a magic sword, or something. That's fine as well. But what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to get away from the I want a very specific magic item because we all know what it does mentality is. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you won't get it, but a cloak of something that isn't displacement, or because there's like three named.
I would be perfectly happy to retcon what I had last week and say I find a parrying blade, an offhand parrying blade.
If you'd rather have a parrying blade, that's fine by me rather than your cloak. I'm just saying. I just thought it'd be more interesting if you sort of. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not very eloquent. Yeah. I'm full of at the moment. That, you know what I mean. So okay. So what do you want, Vorka? A ring. Is he gone? Oh no, he's still there.
Just the one ring.
He's not talking if he's saying anything. He did say a ring, but because I've got so many magic items from so many other games that I can have some fun with. So I'll find Vorka a wing, and you want a parrying blade, do you? I shall make some notes and sort those out for next week. I'm not really complaining about the cloak of displacement, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Have fun with it rather than just sort of listing the boring old D&D items, especially when they're 50k magic item. At your level, that's fine, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you'd been novice and you'd said, "I want a cloak of displacement," it's a bit of a. I look like you know what I mean. Anyway, let the Benny's flow twice to GM. Well, we shall leave it there. Thank you very much. I shall sort out those magic items and work them out and let you have them for next week. I will not reset Benny's or adventure cards to next week because we know that causes
Let
problems.
me just get rid of this cloak of displacement. Then where is it?
It wasn't because you. It wasn't so much because you done it. It just. I thought it. It wasn't the case of I really wish you hadn't done that. It just got me thought. In Pathfinder, it's a bit of a shame if you pick the. I'm not saying you can't do it, but. I don't know. You get the idea. I think it's more fun to have fun with it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Vorka wants a ring. Right, I shall go and get inspired on both of those. Thanks very much, guys. Hopefully next week I will be completely delergified and actually not sort of half strung out. So thanks very much. Apologise for any shortness. I really don't mean it. If it comes across the wrong way, I do apologise. See you all soon. I do believe we have Rippers on Sunday, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Good. Good job it wasn't last Sunday because I was asleep. Anyway, take care, one. Take care, one. See you on Sunday for some Rippers.
Yeah, but